Welcome back to the breakdown. Today we're going to be reviewing the Anker Soundcore Pro earbuds. These are brand new earbuds announced just a couple weeks ago, and I recently got mine in and was able to test them out. Now, if you followed my other reviews, you know the very first generation Anker Soundcore earbuds have been recommended as my best earbuds, especially under $100 out there right now for Android devices. And I did review their second gen earbuds, the Liberty earbuds. These aren't the Pro ones, these are the standard Liberty earbuds, and I did not recommend these. I actually ended up with 3 pairs. 2 are returned. One I kept because it kind of works. We had a lot of issues with them, and I'm going to talk all about them and find out if this is actually the Pro version, what I'm going to replace my first gen with, and how I think it stacks up against other earbuds I've tested. So before we get into that, if you're new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, and hopefully we can help you learn something new. Now, I will be putting links to these devices in the show notes down below if you want to learn a little bit more about the specs. But I'm going to talk very heavily about the end user experience, right? I pick these up in the store, I take them home. How do they work? What's my thought on them? And what's my end user experience? Because everything on paper can be one thing, right? But when I actually put them in my ears and I listen to them and I use them, how do they work? And that's what we want to talk about here. So let's talk again about the old version. This is the previous version of the one I'm about to review. This was the first Anker product I gave a don't buy rating to. And I was disappointed. It had hissing in 2 versions of them. The third version didn't have hissing, but it did have Bluetooth issues. And honestly, the microphone for the phone calls was subpar. I wasn't impressed. The first generation, which is significantly cheaper, you can still buy these at the time of my recording, was better. Better comfort in the ear, better, I thought, sound when I was using it. Less issues with hissing and Bluetooth drops and more. These just worked. I plugged them in and they worked. The noise cancellation was good. So this was a not buy, but what about the new Pro version, the 2021 Anker Soundcore Pro earbuds? Honestly, I really love these things. They are really nice. We're starting off with the case. So the case is actually a little bit bigger than the previous one, but it's actually about the same flatness. It fits in your pocket really nicely. And it's got a really cool little slide door here where most flip open. This one slides up, which I really love because a lot of the earbuds now, when you open this, it already connects to your phone. So you're all set there, which is pretty nice. With my flip top on the previous version, this actually, sometimes in my pocket, I would accidentally open it when I didn't mean to. And that meant my phone was connecting to this when I didn't want it to, which is a pretty nice feature there. So this case is also wireless charging. It does have USB-C plug on the back, but if you drop this on a wireless charger, it will charge yours, which is really nice because if I'm at my desk, I got a little wireless charger right there. I can drop this on. If I'm at in my car, I don't have to fumble for the USB-C for my little middle console. I actually got a little wireless charging pad in my car. Drop that on there from Ford. It's pretty nice. GM does that. Many car dealers now in the last few years have versions with wireless charging. It's nice to see them add that on there. Now, the case is nice. The battery life is excellent. I would say it's probably the best battery life earbuds I've used so far. And now let's talk about the actual earbuds. So we talked about the case and more. Now the earbuds themselves are really nice. Now they are noticeably bigger than the standard version. It'll focus in a second. There we go. You can see this part here is what is the biggest difference. The part that sits just outside of your ear, before the rubber part, is a little larger. Now, that does make for a little bit of a tighter fit. When I connect it into my ear, I definitely feel a little bit more of a snug fit, which helped a lot with the noise cancellation. I must say, excellent noise cancellation on these devices, but they are a little bit bigger. It does come with a ton of little earbud rubber pieces, so you can find the one that fits your ear best, which I think for most people, these medium ones that come with it will fit them just fine, but they do have smaller and they do have bigger ones, so keep that in mind. Now, it does come in a couple options. I got the kind of sleek gray, I guess we'll call this color. I really like it. It looks very sharp on it. Now, the actual earbuds themselves have touch controls on it, and it's really nice. On the side here, let me put this back in. There's now 2 options for controls instead of 3. You have a double tap where you tap it twice, And you have a long tap where you press and you hold for a second for an option. Now your left and right earbuds can have different controls set. So if you, for instance, if I double tap on my left, it launches my Google Assistant or Siri or whatever your default assistant is on your smartphone. On the right hand side, if I double tap, it will launch play pause for it. Now if I hold it for a quick second, it will do volume up on my right and volume down on my left. That's how I set it up, but you can adjust it to do different things, skip to the next track, all kinds of things, whatever you may want. Now it does support your wireless support for Google Assistant. So you can say your trigger word and it will launch into it where you can actually say, hey, play, pause, open, audible or more, which I really like. One thing I don't like that my Bose do, I have those big quiet comfort ear noise canceling headsets for when I travel on planes. Got those for quite a long time ago, really love them. But they allow me the ability to pick the assistant I want. I can go with the Google, or in my case I could go with an Alexa support. And for headphones, I actually kind of prefer the Alexa support, but the Alexa earbuds aren't my favorite. I really wish Anker had the ability in the settings to say instead of your default voice assistant in your phone, because I want Google as my default on my phone, but I want in my earbuds Alexa. And that's something Bose does, but I can't do with my Anker Soundcore earbuds. Past that's really nice. Now the previous generation actually had a third. So you had a single tap to do one thing, a double tap to do another, and you had a long hold. Now the downside to that is I often found myself trying to double tap to play or pause, and instead I was raising the volume, which was a single tap. It does offer an option for a sound cue. So if you double tap, it will play a little beep to let you know you double tapped, or a long one to play a little longer beep to let you know you long press. So you get an idea if there's something happening with it, especially if you're trying to adjust the volume before you hit play on something. Overall, I will say I'm very impressed. One of the things I do want to add about the case here is it's a very nice small rubber case, which really does help a lot with this. I really enjoy how well this works with it. So I'll have to say 2 thumbs up that these earbuds are excellent quality and that you will be very happy with them. And if you're like me and you were unhappy with the previous generation of these earbuds, the standard version, not the Pro, I think upgrading to the Pro here will really help you and you'll be very happy. Much better phone call audio quality, much better battery life, much better noise cancellation. That's one thing I should probably touch on real quick. There are a few noise cancellation features on this. There is a standard noise cancellation default mode. You can set it up to say, hey, I'm in outside, I'm inside, I'm in a noisy area, quiet area, and it'll automatically kind of fine tune your noise cancellation. It does have an option where one of the things, if you want to set up where you could tap, double tap, or single or long press to engage what it calls transparent mode, I think you'd call it, where basically it takes the microphones and it amplifies all the noise you're hearing around you on top of hearing the earbuds, which is great if you're walking through a city, you want to be able to hear around you. It also has the ability to disable the noise cancellation on it. Again, you can map those to be one of the controls on your earbuds, however you want to do it. And I thought it was very effective. There's also a smart hearing system on it where it will come and it will say, hey, let's play some audio through both ears, play around with it, and we can let you basically map your hearing so we can customize a sound profile for you. And that worked really well on these too. And that's done through your app in there. And these probably will end up being my pick for the best earbuds for Android users. Now, I have used the Apple AirPods or Earbuds, whatever you call them, and I like them. But I have to say, for the price, for the quality, these are probably the best bang for your buck. And for Android, they're probably the best overall, to be honest with you, in my limited amount of testing I've been able to do on them. So let me know what you think. I'm going to definitely give these 2 huge thumb ups, which is a huge improvement from my rating of a don't buy on their previous generation. So leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us.